episode 3 of the Zazu podcast. My name is Caroline, and you can find me on Ravelry as WOLBOX, on Instagram as wol_box, and I just opened a new Facebook page for my yarn shop, which is Zazu Yarns, but I will link that below. As you might notice, things look different, or at least I might look a little different because I have a new camera. And I hope the sound sounds better as well now, because some people commented that they heard some background noise, and I first thought it were the fans because it was really hot here, and then I noticed it was just some error in my microphone. So hopefully the sound will be better right now, and if not, tell me, then I'll try to get a separate microphone. But I got this camera from my boyfriend, who actually gifted me today, this morning. He left it on my desk, so he already left for work, and I found it on my desk saying, "Someone as pretty as you should be filmed in HD," which is really sweet because he's normally not that of not such a romantic type, but I thought that was really sweet. So thank you, honey. Then a little bit about my weekend. I will try to not tell you so many uninteresting stuff about me, because you're actually here for the knitting. So a little bit about my weekend. I actually had a really quiet weekend, really nice time to be knitting. The weather cooled down, so that was really nice as well, because we're, as you might be able to see, we're at the top of the building with these, I don't know how you call that, where the walls are not straight. I don't know how you say that. So we're just under the roof, which means that when it gets hot here, it's really hot up here. So it cooled down, which is really good. My sister-in-law came over on Friday, and we had some cocktails, which was really good. And then Saturday started really nice because my yarn order came in, which I will show you in the acquisitions part. Then I will just start by showing you my whips. Well, this one you've seen a few times already. It's my sweater, and I worked on it, but I have to say that I got distracted by my yarn order, which you can imagine because I already told you that new yarn makes me want to cast on new things and forget about the projects I'm working on. But I did work on it because I couldn't disappoint you guys. So this is what I have right now, which is a really tiny part of the sleeve, but okay, I worked on it. So if you haven't seen it, this is it, the sweater. And I started the first decrease over here, and I'm hoping to get these sleeves, well, fitted, not tight, but like fitted. So I hope I will work on this some more this week. I always forget to show you on which needles I'm making this and what yarn I'm using. So I'm making this sweater on these Nipro Symphony Wood needles, and I think it's a 5mm, but I can test that because I have one of these. So it's a oh it's a 6. It's a 6mm. I thought it was 5, but it's 6. It's a 6mm, which is a US 10. And I'm making it out of the Drops Merino Extra Fine. And that's actually meant for a needle, for a 4mm needle, a US 6. But I wanted an airy sweater. But it's a how you say that, superwash yarn, which stretches, I guess. So let's hope that it won't stretch too much, but we'll see. It's a pretty fitted sweater right now, so we'll see. Let's hope it'll be fine after washing it. Then I have my shawl by Martina Behm, and I actually don't really know how to pronounce it because it's Portuguese, and I know that in Spanish all the V's are B's, so it might also be Viajante or just Viajante, I don't know. But it's that shawl. And I just finished the 8 stripe, and I only did 6 last time, I guess, so I added this portion. And I ran out of yarn. I also have 2 skeins, but this is what you knit out of 100 grams of my yarn. So that's a lot because it's a loop, as you know. So you could knit a nice shawl out of it, out of 100 grams if you want to. And this yarn is actually pretty popular right now, which I can imagine because I really like it. It's not really, it's a grayish brown, so it's nice with black, but it's also nice with brown or warmer tones. And as you can see, it also looks nice with purple or blue, so you can actually pair this with almost any color, I guess. So well, it's coming along. I will have to knit another whole skein before it's finished, and then I might, because there's a lace border, and I might change the lace, as I already told you last time, and I might do that in a contrasting color. So I was thinking of a really bright yellow, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it in this purple, or I don't know. What do you guys think? What color would go with this? What other color would really go nice with this? Someone's throwing away their glass, which gives a lot of noise. But tell me what you think. What color would go with these 2 colors? And I'm knitting this out of my Knit Pro interchangeable carbons, and these are, because it doesn't say so anymore because it's already off those needles, and I think, yes, this is a 4mm, which is a US size 6. So there's one thing about this shawl. You have to increase on one end and decrease on the other. And I did it the way the pattern says, the way she says you should do it. And as you can see, you get these pretty big holes. Whereas this should be the only thing that only this should be visible, so it should be like that. So I'm not sure what to do about that, because you can see that this shouldn't be this shouldn't be here. So I was thinking I might take a crochet hook like I have here and fix it by just adding stitches like that. That actually might be a pretty nice fix if I see it on the screen. So I think I might do that. I just add another row of stitches, I guess. So I will cake up the second skein today and then continue on knitting on this. And it's always nice to know that you're halfway, because then I'm more eager to work on it because I know it'll be finished soon. So I hope I will work on this a lot this week, but I hope I will work on everything a lot this week, and I don't have so much time, so something's going to be left behind. I don't know. We will see. Then I cast on something new, because you might know me by now. I will cast something new on when I get new yarn. So I was thinking, since we are going to Indonesia, where it will be really hot, and I really want something airy and nice and like a little bit of luxury to wear, and something that'll feel nice other than simple t-shirts, I thought of making a nice summer top, an airy summer top. So this is what I have so far. So you can see I just divided the sleeves, and I'm not really going to do sleeves. I just a couple of rows. So I want them to be really short. Not even short sleeves, but like, I don't know how you say that. But so I already finished this, so the only thing I actually have left is just going and going and going until it's long enough, and then I won't be doing any rib border, because I like the rolling effect with a top like this. So I won't be doing that on the sleeves as well, and I didn't do that on the neckline, as you can see. And as you can see, you can look straight through it, and that's not a problem because I'll be wearing a top underneath. And I actually really like that, because then it's really airy and the wind can come through, and maybe some sun, I don't know. But it's really soft. And you might be asking, what is the yarn? Well, the yarn is, and I already caked this up, it is Drops Lace. And it's the other way around for you guys again, but trust me, it's Drops Lace. And it's color 310. They don't really have colorway names. And it's a 70% alpaca and a 30% silk, and it's really, really soft. It's like I want to cuddle with it all day. And it's 100 grams, 800 meters, so it's a lace weight. It's really, really thin. And although I showed you the lace weight shawl I was working on, and I didn't put in any rows after my first episode, so confession, I thought I could work with lace weight as long as I either double it or I work on it with bigger needles and just make it an airy garment, because making a garment with needle size 2 for an adult, I'm never going to do that unless it's, I don't know, something really small. But since you're an adult, you don't wear small stuff because then it wouldn't fit. So only for babies maybe, but I really like it. And I'm working, I'm making this with Knit Pro Nova needles, the metal ones, and I think this was a size 4mm needle. Oh, it's not. You guys, I don't even know which size needles I'm working on, because until now, every needle I showed you was another size I thought it was. But it's a 3.5mm needle, which is a US size 4. If it doesn't, no. It's a size 4, 3.5mm. I thought it was a size 4, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It will take a little longer than needles 4, but I'm already here, and as I've said, I only got this yarn on Saturday and it's Monday right now, so I think I did quite a bit in those 1.5 days. So I will try to motivate myself to work a lot on this, and this I really mean because, as I already told you, I'm going to Italy, and it might be nice to wear in Italy as well. So actually all the projects I'm working on right now, I would like to finish them all within 3 weeks from now. And let's face it, the chances of that happening is, well, they are really... That's not gonna happen. But I always think, I don't know why that is, when I start a new project, I always think that I will finish this one a lot sooner than all the others, which is really strange. But then I'm so excited that I'm like, oh, I will continue knitting in my sleep, you know? But that's never happening, so this might be something... I mean, I really want to finish this, but this also might be something that will be finished next summer. I mean, I cannot count on myself. I don't know. I don't know what I am going to do, because my mind, it goes places. But I do like it right now, so I will definitely work on it this week. Which kind of brings me into the acquisitions thing, because I already showed you this, but I am going to hold off because I have a finished object. And, well, it's not really finished. I wanted to finish it before recording this, but then I did something stupid, so I had to go back. But it's thus the baby sweater I made for my friend. And the sleeves are completed, and I wove in all the ends, and I still have to wash and block it. If I can block it. I didn't get any comments on that, so if you think something or know something or have tips for me or whatever, please tell me, because no one else does. I don't have friends who tell me to do to tell me what I should do, because they don't craft. So I'm the only one doing that. But it looks like this on the front, and then this is the back. And it's based on the Mossy sweater pattern by, what's her name, Jolene Lai. I didn't say that last time, so I will say that now. It's the Mossy sweater pattern by Jolene Lai, Lye, which is for free on Ravelry, I guess. And I modified it quite a bit, but you can do that with patterns. So if you like it, check that out, because it's a really simple and well-written pattern. As you can see, it's not quite finished because it still needs buttons, and I already picked them out. I thought I'd just go for really simple brownish buttons. Oh, I should go here. And they have a little bit of a marbled effect. So that will look, oh, how do I show this? It'll look something like that, which is not really, you can't really see it, but I already sewed one on, but then I don't know why, but it was, when I closed it, it was totally on the wrong spot. I don't know why, but so the whole sweater was going like that, some sort of. So I had to take it off, and I will take my time sewing them on somewhere this week. So I will show you the totally finished sweater next week, hopefully. And it might be funny to show you all, where I get my buttons, because I bought this grandma's bag of buttons. I don't know. I think it's an American brand. It's this big bag full of different buttons, and I thought I need that, because then I would have buttons for any occasion. So I put them in this jar, and as you can see, there are all these different buttons. I can show you some. There are really simple ones, like that, or buttons like that, in all the colors you can imagine. I mean, they are in all colors. One like that, and also these really fun ones. I have a bunny. I have cats, and I have multiple of these, so I can make someone a cat sweater someday. I have a sparkly ice cream. And I have something like this, Italy. And since I really like Italy, that's funny. I don't know, I have I also have these ones, like these vintage looking ones. I really like it. So, oh, this one's a really nice one as well. Ah, you can't really see it. So if you ever find that, I recommend buying it because it's so handy to just have a jar like that with all these different buttons. Simple ones, more fancy ones, really nice ones for kids. I even have a bone for dogs here. Everything is in it, so that's really nice because whenever I finish a project like this, I always have buttons. And the bag comes with a lot of buttons from the same style. So I chose these, and there were a lot of them in the jar. So it's not that there are all these single buttons, and you can never. You will never have enough buttons for a garment that uses multiple buttons. So, enough about all these buttons, because I think I said the word buttons 100 times already. But I thought it was a nice thing to show you. Then, let's see. I already showed you that. I think I can show you my acquisitions. So, I have a few things. First of all, Stephen West had a coupon code which expired by now, so sorry for not telling you earlier, but I did say it on my Facebook page, but you didn't know about that page yet, so sorry. So I had to buy another pattern because I showed you the Exploration Station shawl last week, and now I bought this. I will try to show it to you without giving the pattern away. It's called Askews me dickey, like that. Oh, excuse me, because it's skewed. And it's a cowl in brioche stitch, and you can also wear it with the collar down, and like that. And I really like this because it looks like it would be a really warm and cozy cowl to put on when we go on our skiing holidays. Especially because it's fitted, so it's not like the loose thing. I mean, I want something that's really that I can really pull up until here, because sometimes it can be -20 or -25, and that's really cold, and I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I'm not going to look it up again, so it's really cold. So cold that when one day I left a bottle of wine as a gift for someone in the car for just a few hours, it was frozen and kaput. So, I really wanted something warm that looked good, and that I could that would also go under my jacket, because whenever you have a normal cowl, you always have these gaps between your jacket and the cowl, and then it's cold. So what I like about it is that you have this really fitted, I don't know how you call that, but it's like you're wearing the top of a sweater. So so I thought I had to have this. So I will not be knitting that up really soon, because it's really warm still. It's summer, it's July. But I will definitely be knitting this in, I think, when I get back from Java and Bali. Um, if you have tips on where I should go on either Java or Bali, tell me, because we only booked the airplane tickets, and the first 2 weeks on Bali we're just going backpacking, and then the last week on Bali we want to relax and drink cocktails and sit in the sun and just do everything we didn't do the 2 weeks before that. So if you have any tips on what we should see, where we should go, what hotel would be nice, whatever, tell me, please tell me, because no one knows, no one that I know really knows where to go, and we already bought all these books, but you cannot do everything that's in a traveling book, especially not when you have 3 traveling books, and which one's best, I don't know. So if you have tips, please tell me. Then I bought another book, and I will show you all of my books someday, as I already told you, when I'm in Indonesia on Java and Bali. I won't be able to podcast for at least 3 weeks, so I will try to film some episodes up front, showing you my stash and my books and all those kinds of things, and maybe all of my unfinished whips that are still in boxes. So I will do that. But I bought this book, and it's actually a pretty old book, as you can see by the style, because it looks really old-fashioned. It's actually from 2002, which is already 13 years ago. But it's a really nice book because it has all these basic patterns for mittens, socks, sweaters, hats, shawls. It's really nice because it has all these how you say that, all these charts on how to make, for example, mittens in different yarn weights and different needle sizes and different sizes for like kids, adults, So you can make these patterns with any yarn you have for any size you want to make in. So that's really nice, and you can see that over here because you have these gloves are made of different types of yarns and different sizes, and it has all these really nice charts with different sizes, different gauge. So that's really cool. And then it also has these pages, or it also says how you could make some personal touches to the patterns, which is here for hats. Also has that for other things. And of course you could add Fair Isle to these, or lace patterns to these. So I really like it. It opens, it makes a whole new, I don't know how you say that. It just makes a lot of things possible. So I can make these mittens in all colors and yarns and patterns, and I do like. I like that. So, nice book. And it's it says here it's $24.99 in the US, but that was in 2002, so it might be cheaper, it might be more expensive, I don't know. Then I found this, and I thought that would be a really nice project bag. Not much to tell you about it. It's a really simple, cheap bag, and it says enjoy the little things, so I will put some really enjoyable little things in it. So I will use that. I bought 2 of them because I thought, if there's 2, why buy 1? I also bought some fabric, and I don't have it right here to show you, but I will confess that it really bothers me that I am not that good at sewing. And, well, it's a thing. I do know how to, how the construction of things work. But I do have a problem with working with my sewing machine because for some reason the yarn, do you call that yarn? The thread always goes into this big knot, and I don't know. Whenever I start working with a sewing machine, something goes wrong. The spool thing in the, where the yarn comes from underneath, that always gets to be a mess whenever I don't know why. I think I must be doing something wrong, but I don't really know what. But I do want to learn it. So I thought I just might give it a go. Another go. And there's another thing with these project bags, because I already said I would really love to make project bags. The zippers. I don't know what to do about zippers, and I think that I just this weekend discovered that I have been doing this so wrong for so long, but I don't know for sure. But I'll tell you how I do it, and if you know how to do it, then tell me that I'm doing it wrong, or please tell me how to do it. But I always make the bag, and then at the end I will put the zipper in by hand, because it's impossible to put a zipper in with a sewing machine. That's impossible. But just this weekend, I think I discovered that all normal people put zippers in before the bag is finished. Before you do the side seams, I guess. I don't really know. I just thought that could be it. So, please let me know if you know that I'm doing this all wrong, so I can at least find out how to do it right. I would really love to make some of these bags, and I bought these beautiful fabrics. I will show you them. I will get them. 1 minute. So, here I am with them fabrics. I bought some interfacing, super simple, not really worth showing. And I bought some really nice fabric. Sorry for the rustling. I'm kind of keeping you curious about the yarn, right? I bought this one. I bought this one. I bought this one. And then I bought this really cute one with flowers. And then I bought something I really like. with all these Christmas trees. You don't really see it. Yes. And I really like this because it's not a super Christmas fabric, but it is. So I would love some bags out of these fabrics. Love it. So I will try to do that. I don't know if I am able to do that this week, but I will try that. And please, if you know about sewing, if you know how to do that, then A, you're a genius. B, tell me if you have any tips for me to do this. Then finally, we are ready to show you some yarn. So, my acquisitions. I will put them on my lap. First of all, I bought, it's all drops lace. I bought this color. It's the same color as you just saw in the top I'm making. And again, it's color 5310. And it's this taupe, I don't know, it's beige with a little bit of, well, it's beige, yeah, but it also has a hint of gray maybe, or a hint of purple, I don't know. Then I bought this gray, which is falling apart a little bit. And that is color 0501. And as I already said, it's all 70% alpaca and 30% silk, and it's all 100 grams and 800 meters, which is 875 yards. And it's it says 3mm needles, US size 2. But I guess you could go down a size. You could also do that on needle size 2. Then I bought this beautiful blue. And it's a little different on the screen because it's a little bit more purple on, well, here. It's a little bit more red to it. It's cooler on the screen. But I really like this. It's a nice blue. Then I bought purple because don't we all love purple? Lovely. And then I bought this grayish green. And this shows different on camera because it shows more light blue, but it's a little more green and has a little more gray to it. And I think these two, I want to pair, I might pair them up, but I thought these two looked really nice together. And I thought these two could be a really nice shawl together. And then I thought these two could be nice together as well. But I could also pair that with the gray. So I don't know what I'm going to make out of all of these, but there will be a shawl involved. Because it's such a soft and drapey yarn that you really want this close to your neck and your face. Oh, this feels great. I think I'm going to cuddle all day with these. Nice. Really nice. So, if you don't want to spend a lot of money and you really like the really thin lace weight, try drops once. Then I will tell you a little bit about my shop. If you do not want to hear that, then I will hopefully see you next week. And if you do, then stick around. I have some new colorways. First of all, I finally got some Etsy orders, which is great. Some really nice customers that also messaged me and told me they really like my yarn and that they found me, that some of them found me through this podcast. So thank you for your order. I really appreciate that, and I really like talking to you. The the 50 Shades of Brown colorway was pretty popular because I already dyed up some for custom orders. So I will dye up some extra of that colorway this week, probably today. And then I have to tell you something about the shipping cost, because at first, in the beginning of the week, I didn't get any orders, and I was like, what's going on? And then I received a message on Instagram by, I don't remember her name, I'm sorry. I will try to look that up. Stupid. But I received a message from someone saying that she really liked my yarn and was really tempted to buy a skein of my yarn, but that she thought 21 euros, I guess it was 21 euros, shipping was a lot for a skein of just 15.95 euros. So it was like, shipping 21 euros, that's a lot, because it shouldn't be that much. So I went to my shop, and something was wrong with the shipping cost, the settings. So eventually I fixed that. I fixed it. So if there are people that would really want to buy my yarn, but you thought the shipping costs were a little bit high, please go back to my shop, because I fixed it, and now it should be, for international orders, it's $8.95, and for one skein. And for 2 skeins or more, it's $11.95. So if you buy 5 skeins, it's still $11.95. So that's a pretty reasonable shipping price, I guess, for international shipping. And because I did not reach the 10 customers yet, you still get the extras I told you about last week. So you still get a pack of mini skeins, or you could choose a row counter. It's the row counter you put around your finger, and then you can just press the button. So you can choose either one of those, and everyone gets a little Dutch tea time goodie, but I will not show you that because it is fun to have a little surprise when you get your order. So if you want to order, please do so, and I would be really thankful to you, because I really get excited when I get orders, because it's so exciting to ship the yarn I made with all of my love, to ship it all the way to America. It's funny that I'm all the way here in this Dutch city, which seems so normal and tiny and cute and I don't know, and that people from so far are looking at my products and liking them and buying them, and it's a great feeling. After each order, I was dancing here and I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, my yarn is traveling to America. Oh yeah. So, I like that, people. So, order if you like my yarn. Okay, then I will show you the new colorways. First of all, I forgot to put one colorway I already had in the shop. I don't know why, but then you have this big box with all this yarn, and it was just on the bottom of the box, and I didn't see it. So I have to find it behind my computer. If I can find it. It's not here. 1 minute. Okay, I got it. This color, the mermaid color, is going in the shop as well. So I will add that to the shop today. I really like this yarn, and I'm really interested in how it knits up. So I might be trying the Fish Lips Kiss Heel on this yarn. Then, this was a colorway I already had but couldn't take a good picture of, but I got some great tips, so I will try that today. I will try taking a nice photo of it today. And it's this yarn. It's called Seashell, and it has all these beige, light blue, little grayish tones. And I really like this. This is a really good neutral color, but I don't know, it has all these nice shades in it. So that's going in the shop as well. That's on my normal sock base. Then I have this really fun speckled yarn. And I still have to name this. I asked people on Instagram to help me with a name, and someone came up with blueberries and cream, something like that. So it might be something else, but I'm going to do something with the blueberry ID. So I think it's going to be blueberry yogurt. I think that's going to be the name. Or berry yogurt, because it's not all blueberries. So you will see that, but it's a really, really fun speckled yarn on my glitter base. So as you can see, it sparkles, and I really like sparkles on speckled yarn. I don't know why. I like it. All the sparkles and speckles and everything that starts with SP is good on that. Then I have this really cool color. I don't have a name for it yet, but it's some sort of a teal color with a little bit of gray undertones. And I thought this would be a really nice color to, I don't know, to make anything out of. I think this is a color that goes well in summer and winter, because it's a little bit more dark and more gray to it. So it's not that super bright. I really like that. So that's on my normal sock base as well. I have 2 skeins of that. And then I have a colorway that I absolutely adore. And I only have 2 skeins left of it, one in on my glitter base and one on my normal sock base. So I will try to dye up some more this week, but I am so in love with this yarn that I might have to keep 1 skein for myself. And it's this. and it has all these, it's purple, but it has these blue purple tones and these more pink purple tones and some gray tones, and it's I mean, I know I made this myself, and that I shouldn't be saying this maybe because I made it myself, but I love it. It's it's everything I like. And then on some spots there's a little more white, so it's I love this. So I will definitely have to knit something with this. I don't know if I have the other one here as well. Oh yes, I do. Sorry. And so this is on the normal sock base, and this is on the sparkled sock base. I absolutely love this. So, these are the only ones left. That's it, I guess, for this week. I really hope that all of you have a great week and that you get enough time to knit whatever you like to knit. And I might have to add that I think I will open up a group for this podcast, because I would really love to see what you guys are working on. So I think after recording this, I will open up a group on Ravelry, and I will call that the Zazu podcast group, I guess. And I will link below what the group's name is, because then you know. Because I really, really would like to see what you guys are working on, and what colors you like, and what yarns you like, and if you have tips for me, but also introduce yourself. Tell me how long you have been knitting. Okay, these might be a little bit a lot of questions, but just tell me whatever you'd like to tell me. But let's do it like this. At least show me what you're working on, because I love to see what people are working on. So that's a quid pro quo. I'm showing you what I'm working on. Show me what you're working on. I love to see that. Then I really hope you have a great week, and that you have a lot of time to knit whatever you are working on. And I hope the sun shines, and if you like rain, that it rains. It's raining right here now. And I hope to see you next week. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.